And oh, sorry, that's the Mandalorian that we picked up for free at a yard sale, and he scares the crap out of me every single time I see him. But it's fine, we're all fine. I've got my paint shirt on, my paint pants. We're gonna work on mural number 2. If you've been following me for a while, I painted a Star Wars mural in my son's bedroom at our last house. Get some light in here. And he's been begging for me to put it back in this house ever since. Okay, so first things first is we gotta do all the boring stuff. So take down all the pictures, fill in all the holes, and then we're also going to tape the trim. I don't know if you can see it down there. You probably can't even tell, but it's kind of a gross, like yellow looking color. And yeah, boring stuff first. So here we go. All right, now I just finished patching all the holes, taking off all the outlet covers, and taking out all the nails and all of that. There was a lot of nails in here and even more holes, but it's okay. We got it all done. So now I'm gonna give that a little bit to dry, and then I'm going to tape the floors, and then I'm gonna go through and clean the walls, just because, you know, it's a little boy's room and I see some spots that are kind of gross looking, but you know, it's fine. We're gonna clean them so that the paint doesn't just, you know, right? You know, everybody knows except for me. The next step is we need to re-caulk the baseboards in the window. So I've never caulked before, but I've watched Lane do it enough that I should know what to do. So we're just gonna do our best. Maybe. Goodness gracious. Since I had the caulk gun out, I went ahead and caulked the bathroom as much as I could, and now I'm regretting that. So now I'm tired and still have done barely nothing. Ignore my messy bedroom right there. With Thad's room, so I'm gonna get back started on that. Okay. Finally done painting all the trim. I hate painting trim and doors, but I always love the results whenever it's done. And right now I'm looking at it and I love it. So now we can finally get to painting the walls. Right now they're gray. I'm going to paint them, guess what? Gray. It's the same gray that we had in the last house, but it's just more of a greener tint of a gray and a lighter color gray, because it is kind of dark in here. So I think getting him a lighter color will brighten up the room quite a bit, especially since we're doing such a dark colors for the mural. So that's what I'm gonna do now. And then today's Thursday. Thaddeus is coming home on Saturday. I don't know if I'm gonna go to work tomorrow, so I don't know if this is gonna get done before he's gonna get home like I planned, but we're gonna do our best. I'm so tired of painting. But Thaddeus comes home tomorrow, and I haven't even started on the actual mural part. I'm only done one coat of the color on the walls. So here we go. I hate painting. Okay, so last time I just sketched all this, just drew it on the wall and hoped for the best. This time I'm not feeling that confident, but we're just gonna go for it. It's gonna be fun. Wish me luck. In that little video, it doesn't look like I did anything, but if you get up close, you can see I drew all over my walls. And so you probably can't really tell, but this is where the satellite's gonna go. That I'm gonna try to project onto the wall and do that. Can you see my little ATV, not ATV, that's like a four-wheeler, but my AT walker right there. My little E-walk is gonna go right there. But for the most part, I just drew, can you see the lines? Yeah, I just drew a bunch of lines on my wall, and now I'm going to go in with the paint and make it a mountain. Okay, so last time I did this,
I just bought 3 colors of just one quart, and then I mixed the colors in between. The other 2 quart the phone is leaning on, so anyway, but I bought 3 colors. I just picked out some pretty greens that I really like. And then one thing I did not do though is save the colors that I mixed, so that whenever I had to go and make touch-up paints, I royally screwed up and couldn't like rematch the colors, so I practically had to repaint the whole thing. So this time I'm going to make them in the jars, and then that way I have jars of them for if I ever need to touch up. I can just use what I have in the jars and not try to redo it all again. So that's what we're going to do.
If you're going to paint a mural, then a mountain mural is definitely the one that you can start with. It is super easy because it's not like straight lines or anything. It's just squiggly lines all over the place, and it's perfectly imperfect, but I love it. Anyway, so I started with my lightest color on top, and then every color was slightly darker from mixing those colors up. And you'll see I didn't paint in at first where I wanted certain things to go, like the ATST and the satellite, because I was going to repaint those later. You'll see.
All right, we stayed up until midnight last night working on this. And now Thaddeus is gonna be home in 4 hours. So even though I'm tired, we're gonna get back to work.
You can tell on my face that I was really excited to still be painting. I don't know, for someone who doesn't like to paint, I ended up painting a lot of different things, but here I am. Every coat I did do 2 coats on, just with mainly my paintbrush and a little roller because I got lazy there towards the end. Still getting darker and darker every layer of the design. Then with the darkest color, I added the tall trees like you would see on the planet of Endor. The biggest difference between this mural and my first one that I painted was the little details of the ATST and the Ewok, and so how I did those was with my handy dandy Cricut machine. I just found the silhouettes of each of the characters that I was adding off of Google and plugged that into my Cricut maker, and then I'm using the cheap vinyl from Dollar Tree because it works really well as stencils. So if you wanted to save some money, get Dollar Tree vinyl.
I'm actually really proud of how the little Yub Yub turned out. Look how cute he is. Okay, this was super satisfying to watch when I did the Ewok. So let's see. Please let it be. So now we're going to stencil on the Death Star. Last time I just used a sticker, and I could do that again because the stickers were only $10, but I just kind of wanted to paint it. I just thought it would blend with the mural better if it was painted. So that's what we're gonna do. Mandalorian scared me again. But I'm very nervous just because the ATSTs, I just did a silhouette of them. This has quite a bit more detail, but anyway, we're gonna try our best. All right, that was the easy part. Now for the hard part is putting it on the wall and peeling it off and hoping it works.
This made me so nervous because it was not sticking to the wall, and I was about to cry by the end of the day. I think it was just because the pieces in between were just so thin, and so they were getting stuck to each other and all tangled up, so it was frustrating. But overall, I used my sponge brush to do this instead of a paintbrush so that the little pieces wouldn't move.
So far, so good.
It looks pretty cool. All right, I'm happy with that. It'll dry, it'll look better, right? I think so.
The plan for the satellite was to get the projector and project an actual picture of it on there, but we couldn't get my projector to work. I couldn't find the remote for it, so it is now useless. It probably got lost in the move, so we just ended up hand painting it on, but it's fine. It still worked out. Finally done painting, we can add some details. After 4 long days, a reminder of what it used to look like. to what it looks like now. I am so happy with the results, and my son loves the results. One thing that we're going to add is some curtains, which just came in the mail today, so I should have filmed that and then put it up there, but it's fine. We would also like to add some shelves above his desk so that he can display his growing Lego collection. And even though this was very time consuming, it was totally worth it. And it was actually kind of fun. I mean, if I wasn't like pressing for time, it would have been a lot more fun. But anyway, I love the results. My son loves them, which makes every bit of effort worth it. He literally has been like bragging to all of his friends, like, you should come see my room. It's so sweet.
It's done, finally, sort of. I ordered some curtains that are black with stars all over them. I gotta go get one more. I mean, I've got this thing. So this is one of those command hooks, like things that you hang up a broom to hang up his lightsabers. And I just ran out of the sticky stuff to put on the back. So it's gonna go right there, and then this will be centered. And then this is probably a project for a long time from now, maybe, but we would like to, instead of these pictures here, put some shelving here so that he can start to display some of his birthday presents. So anyways, but yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out, and thank you guys for watching. That took me forever, but I'm excited. So thanks, guys. What do you think, Mando? Do you approve? See, he's speechless. That thing is so creepy.